Italian and German. What is French? No, it's not. What's it? French? Can't remember. I was going to say arrivederci, but that's Italian goodbye. Someone in the chat if you come on, or in the comments. What is hello in French? Ça va bien, merci. Un regla, un tabla. I never liked French. We used to have these Irish teachers, and they were actually husband and wife. So one of them would teach one class, and one would teach the other. And just found it boring. And then when I looked at the GCSE for French, I thought, forget about that. But yeah, I would like to be more fluent in the Italian language, and it was something I was looking at last summer. I was going to get a tutor. To just bring me on. Not so much dialect, like writing, because I'm not great anyway at even writing in English. So it's just the speaking, because I would like to hold a conversation. If I went to Italy or go to an Italian restaurant, I wanted to hold it a little bit better. So that's on the horizon. I want to learn Italian. I know Irish. Hello there, my name's Paddy. No, I'm not very good at the Irish accent. I can, but I'm just not in the mood. So I'll just come on for a quick one, just a short update about my medication and why there's been a bit of a delay. But obviously there's a delay in getting this live out. My St. Christopher has been blessed today, so it's had some holy water on. And I need to get, I did buy a cross, I had a cross, but I thought it was too small. But I definitely want to get another crucifix, not a cross, a crucifix I want to get. So yeah, so I'm protected anyway, but I like to get my my stuff blessed. If it's not by a priest, I'll just dip it in the holy water, say a quick prayer, and then I go about my day. But yeah, I don't know why it's not showing any watchers. We're 2 minutes in and we haven't got a watcher. So let me have another swig of this. I might even see if I've got a spare Naxes in this drawer. I don't think you have. I've just got some new meds. About a day ago, no, about a week ago. So they might be in there, but I'm not going, can't be bothered. I've got 2 watchers, so I'll stay with you. So yeah, basically, I had to chase up my gentamicin prescription. I didn't realise that I put it forward and spoke to the receptionist, the main, whatever you call them, what they called now, not receptionist, what's it called, who helps like the specialists. Anyway, I emailed her and it was on the 22nd, and then I was looking back and thinking, how long's it been? Cut a long story short, yeah guys, what's happened is the chemist haven't relayed the message back to my specialist. The fact they haven't delivered my medication is because they didn't have 3 months supply. They only had 20 days. But they should have notified my specialist, or they should at least have sent them 20 days out to me. So it's been a bit of a nightmare, but it's under control. We will be getting the medications actually delivered tomorrow, and then obviously it gives my specialist team a little bit of time to get the rest sent to me. All right there. Hi, let me look back, guys. All right, game worried. All right, all the best in Iran. All right, Alpha. All right, Mike. And I can't say your name, but everybody, hi, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I've come on just to give a short update that nothing really stalling the medication apart from the fact that there's been not enough medication. Let's hope it isn't followed by a shortage of gentamicin, because if there's a shortage of gentamicin, what's going to happen is what happened with my tobramycin. There was a shortage. Bronchiectasis patients weren't getting them, cystic fibrosis patients weren't getting them, and this went on for about a year. And it wasn't just based in Manchester, this was countrywide. There was a shortage. So I hope this isn't the case. Hiya Zaya, where are you from, Zaya Matthews? Welcome to the channel, please subscribe. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit about how I've been as well. So I've developed a wheeze, but it's not when you breathe out. Now most people, well, I won't even say most people, me, normally I have a wheeze when I breathe out and I can hear it. But it's been almost when I'm eating food or drinking a drink, I could say I'm taking that wheeze in, and it can be dangerous. I've been choking. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been choking on water. I've been debating shall I do a nebulizer, but I've been able to clear it. So for that reason, tonight I'm not going to do it because I feel like I've cleared what I needed to clear. So that's a good sign. But yeah, we're just waiting. We're just a waiting game with this chest condition. We don't know when it's going to attack us. You know, we know certain things like yesterday I was sweating a bit, today I was sweating a bit. So you sort of get glimpses of, is it now? Oh no, it's almost like a woman, you know, when she's going in labour and contraction pains. Oh, they're getting worse, they're getting worse. And this is a similar thing with the indication with bronchiectasis, with chest infections coming along. There's subtle little things that'll change. There'll be a wheeze, it'll go, it'll come back. You'll get night sweats, and you get all this incubation period, and then you get a full-blown infection. But I don't think it's, I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't think it's round the corner. I think as soon as I get these meds and I jump on them, I should be okay. And I'm not due my IVs till October. So that means I get my birthday month without needing medication, well, IV therapy. So that's fantastic news, because normally it'll fall on the month of your birthday, it'll fall on Christmas, and you know, it's like, it's quite depressing. You've got to struggle as it is with your life, but things impact it as well that are out of your control and out of the NHS's control. They need to treat what needs to be treated, and you need to be treated. Simple as that. So, you know, there's a saying, do funerals stop at Christmas? No, they don't, unfortunately, and things like that. So this is the mindset. You got to be mind over matter. And I'll talk about something else while I'm here. All right, Alison Smith. I nearly said Sniff. Alison Smith. Please subscribe. I've downloaded Mindfulness. Now, I used to have this application when I was suffering with my IBS and my stomach. But I've just downloaded it. It's a 7-day free trial, and it's £6.99 a month. And I might have a good go on it tonight. The first bit it was showing like clouds, and picture the clouds moving, and then it'd say, even though these clouds are coming over, the sky is always blue. So remember, no matter how cloudy your day is, no matter, the sky is always blue. When them clouds disappear, whatever, your day's going to return to normal. Yeah, that isn't a saying. Oh yeah, enlighten me, mate. So yeah, listen, the thing is with life, you know, sometimes a day can feel like it's a week. Yeah, an hour can feel like it's 3 hours. And sometimes you look at the clock and you think, wow, today's gone fast. And normally when today goes fast, you've had a good day. You know what I mean? Where you think, right, bloody hell, it's getting on now. I'll have my tea, I'll have a bath or whatever, and I'll go to bed. But then there's sometimes where that clock seems like it just stops. And you can almost hear the ticking mechanism, tick, tick. And you think, boom. And that's when you get lost. That's when you get lost in your thoughts. So, you know, remember that, guys. If you ever feel like that, that's your point of call to say, listen, I've been here before. How can I defeat this? And there's many ways you can defeat it. You can have a little walk outside. You can go and throw some water on your face, hot or cold. You can go and jump in a bath. You can go and put some music on. You can open your curtains. You can open your windows. You can buy yourself a nice flower, some flowers, some plants. Go and water your plant. You know, go and do something just to take yourself out of that. Because if you don't, that little bit of your brain overthinking, what you got to remember is your brain is like a conveyor belt. So what it does is it just keeps going round. So if all it's doing is pushing bad thoughts round and round and round, you're going to get overloaded. You're going to get overloaded with bad thoughts. And this is how the brain works, because it's a mechanism of defense mechanism, yeah, of just protecting itself. And then, but it can also fool itself. So what you've got to do then is calculate your brain and why it's thinking like this. And say inside my brain is a chute, a toilet. I'm going to flush these bad thoughts, yeah, down the drain or down the chute or down memory lane. And I'm going to try and replace them with something that I've done today, last week, or whenever, in order to get me thinking a little bit more positively. So, you know, listen, we don't talk a lot about mental health. All we do, we get fed prescription tablets. If we're lucky enough, we get some therapy, and if we're not, we're just basically looking at four walls, going out of our minds. So listen, guys, you know, I don't just talk about chest. I've been I've been affected in many areas in my life. I've had, you know, bouts of depression. I've had bouts of not wanting to be here. I've had it all. Yeah, and sometimes people say you don't look like the environment you've been in. And the reason behind that is because you get stronger. Anything that any person's been through, hardship, heartbreak, losing someone, or being in a very, very debilitating way, hospitalised, maximum oxygen, 50-50 chance of living, seeing the child going from not being able to walk again. When you've been through that, you've got to really ask yourself, can this single little thing, whatever it is, possibly take me out? Can it possibly take me out? And if you look how strong you've been, and forget what people say, forget people will turn around and say, oh, you're strong, I wish I was as strong as you. No, don't believe in that bullshit. Don't believe in people's opinions of what you are. You know, look inside yourself. Look at everything that you've overcome. Yeah? Look at where your life's going. It's going in that way for a certain reason. So, end of the day, when a seed gets planted, it has to grow through very, very hard clay, soil that is hard to break down. But little bit by little, that seed then gets roots, and then it finds a way, sees some sunlight, gets the water, gets fed, boom. And this is what life is. So on that note, I'm going to go. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.